Alright, Tuesday night stream. We continue with Final Fantasy VII. Floor 64 of the Shinra Building. We are heading up. Next boss fight will be the Specimen. I forget the exact number. And we have this floor, which is always fun. Remember, fast forward's your friend. Yeah, double yeah. I do have the active time battle system on active. Or I should, at least. Let me check it. So I'm recommended. See, you could save the limit breaks, but the issue with that is to get the better limit breaks, you need to use limit breaks. Alright, so one of these opened up. Now we check them all again, because I never remember the order. There we go. Like, the fast forward is so good for this. So that's basically how this goes. Just keep finding the chest that opens. Insert the Midgar parts. Just keep doing it until you've got them all. How you doing, Bane? See, if we want to end up with the ability to use Omnistash, probably Catastrophe, and we'll see. I'm not entirely sure what my main party members are going to be, except Sid. I do want to have Sid in my party for this playthrough, so we're gonna want Highwind. There we go, the next keycard. So if we want the big limit breaks by the end of the game without grinding, then we are going to have to use them when we get them. If there's a boss battle nearby, I will save them. But we've still got a bit to go before the next boss battle, so it's not overly worth it. Gotta sneak in and watch that Shinra meeting. $10 billion gil. We're gonna leave Sector 7 as it is. That way we don't have to draw any new backgrounds. Quiet, Palmer, nobody likes you. I do look forward to being able to say goodbye to Heidegger. Oh, don't you know, Bane? President Shinra's first name is President. He is President Shinra. And our introduction to Hojo, the man whose fault everything in the series is. I don't know, guys. Something tells me at one point we're gonna slap the shit out of her. Let's go follow one of them. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Oh, there's somebody important we can follow. Mojo Hojo. Oh, when I finally get around to doing the superhero month, I should really do a Powerpuff Girls game in that. So, the intro to Final Fantasy VII establishes the main characters. The Shinra Building is what establishes basically the entire rest of the plot. Precious specimen. Precious specimen. Quick, change the music. There you go. The glimpse you get at that is so quick, I had no idea what the hell I was actually looking at when I was younger. But, you know, actually looking at that is horrifying. I really hope they keep Barrett's line here in the remake. Love that. Where's its fucking head? Anyway, onward. We get the biomateria. I'm sorry, poison. Oh, that's interesting. It's got a gun! Uh, 4:3 is the standard ratio this game's in. Because of the pre-rendered backgrounds, you wouldn't be able to get Final Fantasy VII in widescreen. You would end up having to stretch the resolution. So you don't get an option for widescreen. The game is just displayed in 4:3. It's a similar thing to the remake of Resident Evil, the Resident Evil remake, the remaster they did for that, and RE0. The widescreen options on remake are basically more zoomed in. It'll be 16:9 on your PS2 because your TV's stretching it. It's being displayed in the original resolution. It would have been displayed out on the PS1. But yeah, like the remake, if you play the HD remaster of the remake, the widescreen option in that is just zoomed in. And if you play the remaster of Zero, the widescreen option in that is stretched. And it's because the backgrounds are pre-rendered. There's nothing to the sides of them to display in widescreen. Remember, if you've got endangered species, just mash them against each other until they breed. That'll fix everything. That's science. It's gonna blow! I'm really disappointed that Red doesn't actually kill Hojo here. It's like, what's Red actually doing that Hojo's actually perfectly fine in a minute? Well, to be fair, Hojo is a bad scientist who's... Hojo's entire scientific method is mash things together until something works. What are we gonna call Red 13? Buttercup. So the trick with this is ignore the guys in the front, because the guy in the back will respawn them. These guys are weak to fire or lightning. Yeah, oh, he's not weak to anything. Fair enough. Hit it with everything. Don't hit the fronts with fire though. And thankfully we've gotten rid of Laura with her awful slots. Limit break. Wait a minute, why did I set Buttercup on fire? Have I not been paying attention to this? God damn it. Right, excuse me while I pay attention to this again. Come on. Get back up. There we go. I'll be honest, I have no idea what happened. If I remember, I'll check it in the playback. I think I attacked Buttercup, and I don't know why. It suggests that I'm not paying enough attention. Probably pressed the wrong direction, actually. Oh well. Ah, there we go, one of my favourite themes. I am what I am, and that's all that I am. I am Popeye the Sailor Man. Let's take all the materia. Give you... We don't need Buttercup to have sense. Give him steel instead. Everybody wants to restore. Fire there and lightning there. Grab the enemy skill materia that I'm probably never going to use. I mean, like, if you do use enemy skill, super useful. But actually getting the enemy skills is a lot of work. But it's just generally the same with blue magic in general. If you put the effort into blue magic can be devastating, and that's just true of any Final Fantasy. I want to hit everybody with a cure-all since that didn't happen at the end of the last fight. Oh, level 2 magic. Nasty. There we go, cross slash this guy. Get him out of the way. Buttercup, you've been taking ages to do anything. Ah, there it goes. This playthrough is going terrible. It really is. You know what? I'm putting everybody down. Take him down. Quick, hit Buttercup. Finish it. There we go. That was a lot of trouble. I mean, we got a hard edge at least. Thanks, Bane, for letting me know about the hard edge yesterday. Poison and ice. The issue I have with steel is I barely use steel in any Final Fantasies. At some point I need to sit down on a guide and make note of the good stuff I can get from stealing. Because usually it's a lot of crap, but if you know what to steal from where, if you know what you can steal, then it's good stuff. Do you mind? You're a little bit close. Careful, son. This elevator has a weight limit. I don't know if it can take all three of us and your ego. Yeah, I can see how you get a lot of use out of Mug if you level up the steel materia enough. Messing around with the command materia can be really good in this game. Like Slash All's really good, although I don't like Slash All when it's fully leveled and it becomes Flash. Because it goes from hitting everybody to being an instant death attack, which means it either works or it doesn't. 2 times cut's really good, then it levels into 4 times cut, that's really good. Of course, sense is always useful. You know, guys, something tells me we'll never talk to this guy again. Something tells me that smoking will be the death of him. Well, W item in particular is super useful just because of the glitch. Now we gotta talk to everybody. The issue with Master Command is it kind of leaves a few commands out. Because there are commands that will conflict, like Slash All will conflict with 2 times cut, and Steel if it's leveled up into Mug. So it doesn't, Master Command doesn't actually give you everything, which is kind of irritating. Laura, can't you give me your love? You know what to say, cigarettes are the devil's sticks, I don't know. You want to buy some death sticks? I don't want to buy any death sticks. You don't want to buy any death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life? I want to go home and rethink my life. That's like the best scene in episode 2. Oh, and Bane, I looked into it after yesterday's stream. And Dennis Lawson did play Wedge Antilles in episodes 4, 5, and 6. He was offered to return for episode 7, but had conflicting schedules, so he couldn't. He didn't actually voice Wedge until episode 6, though. In episode 4 and 5, he was voiced by somebody else, he was overdubbed. And something that I did know but didn't mention yesterday, Wedge's first appearance in the planning scene where they plan the attack on the Death Star, he's actually played by a different actor. Yes, also a point Ewan McGregor is his maternal nephew. Totally buy that Magikarp for 500 gold. Because if you don't get Squirtle, it's the earliest water Pokemon you can get. And of course, when you evolve Magikarp into Gyarados, the stat boost is immense. Like, Gyarados is viable for the entire game. And since Magikarp evolves at level 20, you know... Well, let's just get some sleep. Sure, nothing bad will happen when I immediately look away from the screen. Oh, the door's open. This guard's napping. He's very tired, he had to take a nap. Maybe he's like that character Rowan Atkinson played in Rat Race. He's just got bad narcolepsy. How did I get in? Why is the door open? The door's open because I came through the door. That's how I got in. This is why I won't let you be in charge, Roy. Don't get caught by Shinra. And yet another part where Square really took advantage of PlayStation's less restrictive censorship policies. Imagine this scene if they'd have stuck with the Nintendo 64. I mean, in Japan, this scene would probably be like exactly the same on a Nintendo system, but in America, oof. Oh boy, not the back attack. Oh, I need to give them materia. No. There we go. For the love of God, Laura. Alright, so let's put some materia on these people. Restore. Lighting fire is a good idea. Restore. Fire. Steel. Doesn't really matter because we're not going to keep materia on them for long anyway. Something tells me I should save just in case. Follow the blood trail. Ignore the claw marks. I'm sure everything's actually totally fine. Also save over here. Hmm. Try again. Wow, everybody just wants to poison Laura today. Hmm. Now, to be fair, because Helga's limit breaks are all buffs and heals, that is a limit break. It does make sense to save when you need it. President Shinra's dead. Those cigars finally got to him. Sephiroth killed him with a big cigar, shaped like a sword. Oh, hey, Palmer. Swear to God, Bane, stop quoting Loveless at me. Yeah, I saw Sephiroth. He came in here with a big cigar shaped like a sword. And he made the president smoke it, and the president couldn't take it. And the president died. I love the boss fight with Palmer later. The boss fight is amazing. There you go, Bane. That's the line I was thinking about yesterday. To coincide with your revelation that before Crisis says that he was locked up until Shinra's death. So this is going to get interesting. Who the fuck are you? And the Professor and Marianne. Well, yeah, that's how vice presidency works. If the president dies, you become interim president. That's how it works. You ever noticed that Rufus only actually goes to the girls in the party? Get Helga out of the building, I'm gonna hit him with my sword. I'll explain later, just go so I can hit him with my sword. Well, you say it's probably in President Shinra's will that Rufus gets the company when he dies, but I get the feeling that President Shinra wouldn't have written a will because he just kind of assumed he'd live forever. I hate that Tifa blocks the door here, because that means you can't just go back to that save point. Alright, let's see here. That's okay. We definitely want lightning, but not on Roy. Let's see, lightning, ice, restore all, fire. Awesome. Well, like you say his businessman has got a will. I think he's the kind of person who would just be arrogant enough to assume he'd never die. I'm sure the Turks won't ambush us again when we press this button. Ah, shit. They put a tank in the other elevator. So yeah, this is the first battle of the game actually where you cannot actually reach the opponent. So what you want to do is, because this is a machine and is weak to electricity, give Helga and Buttercup lightning materia so they can hit it with its weakness. Roy can hit it with its gun, so that's not so bad. Yeah, no, I will openly admit, like, this fight was the first place I got stuck on my first playthrough. And it's really irritating because you have to go through the entire cutscene beforehand again, because Tifa blocks the way to the save point. Thank you. But yeah, dealing with, like, this is the first range battle, and that's not really explained in the game. Dealing with that without knowing about it can be kind of irritating. Because, like, the only character who could hit this thing normally is Roy. Uh-oh. That sounds bad. There we go. And it's like, yeah, no, that wasn't so hard. The issue is, this is a two-stage boss battle. Oh, god damn it, Buttercup. So, limit breaks that heal and buff the party are awesome. Limit break. There we go. Like I said, my first time through, got stuck on that boss battle for a while. And part of the issue is the long range. Let's see here. And there we go. Just so we get the AP for all. Because the sooner that's leveled up, the better. I want to hit you with my big sword. We're not going to be allies because I want to hit you with my big sword. So well and good, Dark Nation, but I'm not going to be hitting you with physical attacks. Until now. Fucking barriers. Hate enemies that use buffs. So that's not a difficult amount of health. The main thing to be concerned with here is Rufus is pretty fast. He can usually get 2 turns in for every turn you have, and you have 1 character, which can be a bit of an issue for healing yourself. So take the initiative and heal yourself often. Cross slash. You squinty-eyed bitch. Quick, use the guard source. Now run! Run, you magnificent pointy-haired bastard. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna save here, actually. Just in case. He wouldn't let me hit him with the big sword. He was kind of a dick about it. Quick, let's get out of here. We're surrounded. Take my word for it. I love this next track coming up. Crazy motorcycle. Oh, square. Like the first major FMV game, first major game they did with FMVs like this, and the amount of improvement in the FMVs between this and Final Fantasy VIII is unbelievable. Like, just the animations and everything. So here's a little arcade sequence I don't mind. Let me form a party. There we go. This is important. Restore all. Restore all. And do I have another restore? Yes, I do. Awesome. Lightning. Lightning. Ice. Ice. Fire. Fire. Sense. And steel. No, actually. Sense. Wait a minute. Where did I put steel? There it is. Cover. Elemental. And ice. If it looks like I know what I'm doing, that's a lie, I don't. So yeah, I quite like this arcade sequence. Back keys, son of a bitch. It's not particularly difficult. It's a fun little change of pace. The music's pretty sweet. God damn it. There we go. Haha. How do you stop this crazy thing? Like, the trickiest part about this is the perspective. Trying to figure out exactly where you need to be to hit the enemies. Which, honestly, like all the time I've played this, I've still not gotten that down. I will say though, I have the high score at the gold saucer. Get out of here. Get you. Damn it. I was hoping to be able to get the blue one and he'd knock the orange one off, but I didn't get it in time. Of course, it's always a pain when they go in front of the truck and then you knock them down in front of the truck, because then they're just damaging the truck and the truck will not drive around them. Come on, we'll get this last one before we finish this. There we go. Perfect. And you want to set up your party materia before this, because we immediately go into a boss fight with Motorball. And it's a back attack, which I should have remembered. There we go. And bolt. Yeah, I'm not sure what my my final party is going to be, although I do want Sid in there. I like Sid. I don't use Sid often enough. Big weak against the back of my hand. I might put Vincent in my party, Bane. So I don't usually get any use out of him, but I might as well make it some fighting lost number for a reason. I think Faust and Azrael is a bit on the nose for Vincent and Red 13. Alright, let's finish up. I love the way the bosses die in this game. It feels really substantial compared to the standard enemies. Where were they intending to build this highway to? It's like, this is the edge of the city. Where was this highway supposed to go before they stopped building it? Swear to God, Ben, if you say Edge City, I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna smack you. The President's answer to the space program, just drive really fast off the motorway. Now let's get the hell out of here. I think there is actually an extra conversation or an extra piece of dialogue you get if you put both Laura and Helga in your party here. And it's like, oh, you're going after the girls. So I see how it is. And also one for here. It's like, the reason I'm not taking Laura or Helga with me is several reasons. I have my materia set up on the current party. I don't really want to mess with it before we get to Calm. I don't like Laura's limit break. I'm not leveling up Helga. quick. Steal from the thieves. Ah, bullshit. Oh, hey, Castabator. Thanks, man. I always put the menu in green. Same shading as the standard blue menu, just in green. How much money do I have? Span a couple of those. Thank you. Now, do I want any weapons? I could probably do with another lightning material, actually. Earth isn't bad. Heal's a good idea. But Earth is expensive. When it comes down to it, I'm really going to use Quake that often. Thanks, Castabator. I appreciate the good wishes. You too, man. So you get rid of poison, put heal in there. Alright, let's go do the flashback. That's right, it's Mr. Frankie. Yeah, I'm gonna forget that I bought Cannonball, and I'm not gonna end up equipping that on Roy, I can feel it. Talk about this one time before Angel and Genesis on the Junon cannon, it was sick, but then it turned out to be a simulation. That was kind of disappointing. They let me join Soldier at 16 for some reason. But we also get the introduction here into what is probably certainly like my top 3 favourite tracks in the game when the next fight starts, because I do love this track coming up, Those Chosen by the Planet. Yeah, I said it in the last session. I think the biggest triumph of Crisis Core, from a narrative point, is that it makes Sephiroth into a likeable character. Sit down and shut up, Frankie. The important thing, if you want to be a hero, is to do the impossible, see the invisible, row, row, fight the power. Here it comes. I love this track. and they actually don't show off the full version of it. They don't show off the full version of this track for a while. It's just the bell toll and the drum beats. Oh, it's not often I actually have Cloud survive this fight. I was mesmerised by the way Sephiroth fought, the fact that I couldn't actually control him and make him do what I wanted. It's not true, your mother's actually called Lucrezia. But it actually has very little bearing on the story. Don't tell me what to do. You know, that is one of my favourite lines in Advent Children. A good son would have known. So I'm not sure, like, I did mention yesterday that as we go on, we're going to do Dirge of Cerberus before Crisis Core because of the release order, even though Crisis Core is a prequel. Dirge of Cerberus came up first. No idea what we're going to do with Advent Children because pretty sure I'm not actually allowed to stream that. So we may just end up having to skip it or just have a little talk about it before Dirge of Cerberus. Sephiroth got those parachute pants. Or what do you call those bell bottoms? Let's go and see Mother. Yeah, I know Dirge of Cerberus has Genesis in the secret ending, I think it is. Which is something they've still never followed up on. Of course, Genesis had more relevance in Japan, where he was voiced and modelled after Japanese pop star or rock star, Japanese idol Gact. But in the West, where he was just modelled after Gact and was voiced by someone else because it was in English, it meant absolutely nothing. And my guess is they really just put Gact in the game so they could get him to do that redemption song for the game, which, to be fair, is a pretty solid song. Was redemption for Dirge of Cerberus? I feel like it was. Pay no attention to how much Cloud's mother looks like Cloud in drag. The company takes good care of me, that's why they injected me with Mako. Oh, that's good to know. I'll look forward to that then, when I do Dirge Cerberus. Thanks, Bane. It's good to know they actually did use that song in the game, because I do like it. Yep, totally went into your house. Totally went into your room. Totally went into your wardrobe. You wanted to hear the whole story. One thing I do appreciate is, I think you have to do this to get Tifa's limit break, final limit break. But one thing I do appreciate, as I've gotten older, is that that's Tifa's theme, which makes it so much easier to memorize the right notes, because you really just have to figure out which ones correspond with Tifa's theme. Let me go talk to Zangan, actually, before we call a night here. I wonder if they'll expand on this, actually, in the remake. The 128th students thing seems like something that could be ripe for expansion, but it's never really mentioned again. Like how in Skies of Arcadia Legends they added the bounties for you to do, which is a really neat idea. So this is actually one of Tifa's alternate costumes in Duodecim Dissidia. So you get the standard Final Fantasy VII costume, the Advent Children costume, and the Cowgirl costume. They might call it Nibelheim Guide or something, I don't know. See, Sephiroth's a nice guy, he poses for pictures. Gonna be honest with you there, Bane, I have barely touched her, guys. Beyond the novelty of it having Final Fantasy VII characters to play as, I didn't think it was actually that good. So I've not really messed with it much. Or I get out of the way. But her guys had a bunch of weird things beyond just having Final Fantasy VII characters. Like, it has Zack as an unlockable character years before Zack actually became a bigger deal. Because, like, Advent Children kind of expanded Zack as a character, but then it was really Crisis Core that gave Zack a lot of focus and relevance, and Crisis Core has got to be the reason why Zack appears in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. But it is kind of surprising to see Zack as an unlockable character in Eyes on PlayStation, way before he had any relevance, because he's a very minor character here. Important, yes, but very minor. Quick, Sephiroth, kill everything. So this is how all fights go in the flashback. You get like whooped completely. Sephiroth does everything on his own. That's how it all goes. So you revive, restore, earth paired with all, fire, lightning paired with all, and ice paired with all, and all of them mastered. And he won't let you do anything with any of them. Gold armlet, tough ring. What, you can't use Sephiroth's materia? Oh, that's the thing, actually. Frankie mentions in the truck that they gave him new materia to mess with, and he's looking forward to using it in battle. It's preemptive. Which is honestly just so stupid, and I love that. Seriously though, Sephiroth there with those... I'm gonna straight up say the parachute pants, because those rims are too wide to be bell bottoms. Or parachute pants different? I don't know. No, parachute pants have the tight cuff, don't they? And they're just very baggy. No, they are bell bottoms, yeah. Sephiroth rocking bell bottoms. Frankie, stop smiling, you look like an idiot. Though it's better than the PC version. Like I say, the PS4 version gives a lot of characters mouths when they didn't really have them previously. The PC version gives, I think, every character a mouth. And the mouth is just constantly open. Like, Sephiroth has, like, an open mouth throughout the entire game, and it looks so ridiculous. Yeah, going back there does get you the second elemental materia, but I hate going back through Mount Nibble later on in the game. Like, just that area feels so confusing to me. Place is full of Shinra industrial secrets. So no flash photography. Oh, don't worry, he'll take real good care of you. Like the Shinra industrial secret that they don't know how to build a ladder. Sephiroth, stop looking at the Genova room. I tell you what though, I hated the way Crisis Core retconned this scene. I mean, don't actually spoil it, Bane, because Stas is playing through Crisis Core at the minute. But I hated the way they retconned this scene. Love how Sephiroth, super tough, badass soldier dude, has to jump to look in through the glass. It's ridiculous. Don't take any pictures of these. Don't take a picture of these Shinra industrial secrets. To be fair, Dr. Robotnik showing up would have been better than what actually happened in Crisis Core. Put that camera away, Stasa. Sephiroth will have to have words with you. Sephiroth, stop hitting things with your sword. They're pre-rendered backgrounds, you can't do anything to them. I always thought it was kind of weird that you've got this kind of thing and the oh, they're making monsters here, and then this thing breaks out. But nothing ever actually comes of any of this. Like, you don't fight any special monsters here or anything. You don't. These things don't actually become anything of note. This is just like the last we speak of it. Yeah, let's save the game. If anybody wants to go and get some snacks, now's a good time. Alright, welcome back. And another thing, quickly talk about Crisis Core, I was kind of disappointed that it felt like they just kind of skimmed over this whole bit with Sephiroth, because it felt like something that should have a lot of attention to it, but they didn't really skim over it in Crisis Core. Okay, so Sephiroth has disappeared into the mansion. I wonder where he went. Well, it's a good thing there's a arrow pointing me here. Whee! Yeah, you're totally right about that, Bane. Nibelheim part really did feel like an afterthought more than anything, despite how important it is to Zack's story. But I suppose that's something more to talk about when we get to Crisis Core, though. But I will say, Estasa, if you're looking forward to getting some more info and a more in-depth look at this whole sequence in Crisis Core, you're going to be real disappointed. Because the dude just kind of skimmed through it. Alright, Sephiroth, don't go crazy down here. It's not so much a spoiler, I mean, you know everything that happens here. It's just that they don't really do anything with it, and they kind of move through it really quickly. Like, they're more interested in telling their own story about other things than they are about revisiting this very important sequence. Like I say, we'll talk more about Crisis Core when we get to it. And so we once again have those chosen by the planet. It's a really foreboding tune that just... it constantly goes with the bell toll and the drum beat. But this part will actually add in the second part, which I think is one of the best pieces in the game. Hey, Sephiroth. Sephiroth, don't go lecturing me about morality and crap. You're a test tube, baby. I mean, not really, because we know you actually do have a mother, but seriously. So at this point, Sephiroth thinks Genova's an ancient that was unearthed. But in Advent Children, he straight up knows that's not what she was. Or it. And at no point is ever explained when he learned that. There we go. Love this piece. Sephiroth did have that fire materia paired with all, didn't he? I mean, I'm guessing that's how he set the entire place on fire so fast. Do we ever see Zangan after this? Most iconic scene of 7. No, I don't really play PC, Estasa. Was the music supposed to change there? That feels really off. Yeah, you're right about that. The letter for the Final Heaven Limit Break for Tifa, he does speak to her there, but the question is, did he write that before or after this? Because if you assume he wrote it before and left in the piano, and the piano survived the fire, and Shinra just put the piano back in there, that makes more sense than him leaving it in the piano afterwards. So there's a problem, see, if you don't know how to use a sword. If you'd ran up there and punched him, you might have done better. Let me get past. Let me get past. Laura, you're in the way. Get out. Get out of the way. So, Bane, you say Gast realised Genova wasn't a nation shortly after the birth. Was that a retcon in one of the later games, though? And, of course, we have the legendary sequence here, which... I think they remade a bunch of this sequence in Advent Children as well, like... the opening of Advent Children has the Sephiroth in the fire bit from earlier, and I'm pretty sure they remake part of this. I've only watched the last OVA once. It didn't really leave much of an impression, honestly. So I do have a question. What the hell is that supposed to be? And why is it plugged into a load of stuff? When essentially it looks like it's just kind of empty and Genova's actually behind it in this tube. Is that... when you say about the recordings and Icicle, though, is that Gast realising it, or is that Ifalna telling him about the calamity from the sky? To be continued. I read Sephiroth's dead in the newspaper. It's like, yeah, thanks, Laura. Of course none of this makes any sense. Most of the plot doesn't make sense. Guess knew Genova was not an ancient, but if Elna told him what she was, an infectious alien. Like I say, I think like at that point, Gast has left Shinra anyway. Thanks, Buttercup. And I think before that, I don't think anyone in Shinra actually knew what an ancient really was beyond the basic idea of them. And as far as they knew, Genova kind of fit in with that, maybe. Possibly because she infected the Cetra. Make sure I remember to give Roy. There we go. Awesome. Actually, you know what? While I've got that there, I might as well get some use out of the elemental materia. Alright, so I've got good news and bad news. The good news is we're going to head towards Chocobo Farm. The bad news is I do not have the money for Chocobo lure. Yeah, like I said last session though, when we get to Ice Inn, I'm going to show off those recordings. That's going to be pretty important for us. Oh, that's a plan, actually. Since I gave Roy the cannonball, I want to put him in the front row, because that is a melee weapon. Alright, so adjust the party. There we go. Burn through them all. So they've been given sadness, so I have at least one hyper in my inventory. I have one hyper in my inventory. So what you're intended to do here is go to Chocobo Farm over there, buy a Chocobo lure, get a Chocobo to cross the swamp here. I don't have the money for the Chocobo lure. That said, it is entirely possible to make it through there without getting caught by the Midgard Zolom if you time it right. And I have done it several times before. Fun fact, Final Fantasy VII's translation is kind of notorious for being pretty damn bad. Ah, goddammit. And the issue with getting caught by the Midgard Zolom is not just that the damn thing hits like a truck, we're also back on the other side of the swamp. So I'm going to save on a Phoenix down and just reload the save. Thank you. Nope, there it is. Run, you silly buggers. You know, we might as well do a bit of grinding anyway, I guess, for the money. Let me check how much we need. Because I'm still undecided on whether I'm going to do the chocobo breeding later on in the game. Also, I do want to visit the chocobos and talk to them. Yeah, I'm just on that, and just as you were saying that, Istasa, just doing that. Because at the very least, I do want to show off at least most of the summons. Well, yeah, most, because, like I say, I'm not sure if I'm going to do chocobo breeding yet, and if I don't, chances are I'm not going to be getting Knights of the Round. Let's see, who has material I can get rid of? There we go. Choco Billy, talk to me. Is it like 5,000 gil? But yeah, I'll be going to the Ancient Forest probably, because I will probably end up killing Ultimate Weapon. And I'll be going to the Ancient Forest for Apocalypse at the very least. 2,000 gil, alright. Let's see, how much do we have? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's run around and do some grinding. Also, I want to go back to Calm and rest at the inn. It's this way. Honestly, this ×3 speed up is really helpful. And of course, I do want to get all 3 Bahamuts. Yeah, generally, as far as I'm concerned with the Ancient Forest, the main thing I'm after is Apocalypse. But I do generally grab everything while I'm there anyway. See you next time, suckers. If you're willing to do enough grinding to the point where you can survive it, Midgar Zolom does actually have an enemy skill, Beta, and if you have enemy skill equipped when it uses that skill, then you will learn it if you survive. It hits everybody, which makes it kind of an issue, but if you survive it and learn it, the MP cost is actually fairly low. And it's actually a really powerful spell. It can carry you through a good portion of the early game. Alright, there we go. Should have enough now for Chocobo Lure and some greens. So you get some cracker greens. Remember to equip somebody with Chocobo Lure. And then you just run on the tracks. And you'll know if a Chocobo's appeared because the music will be different. There we go. I don't remember the exact name of this track, because there's several Chocobo-related tracks here. God damn it. This might be Electric the Chocobo. Alright, let me rearrange the item menu so I can have the greens right near the top. There we go. I will say the overworld theme, nowhere near as good as Final Fantasy VI's overworld theme. Like, the overworld theme in Final Fantasy VI is Terra's theme. It's a really good theme. Waltz the Chocobo, thanks, babe. That's the one I was forgetting, because there's Electric the Chocobo, which I think is the one that plays during the Chocobo races, and Samba the Chocobo, which plays somewhere else. These little buggers are doing a good amount of damage with that sewer attack. Yeah, man. There we go. Make sure you don't hit the Chocobo. Targeted. Yeah, no, the enemy I was gonna attack is dead, so I'll just automatically attack the frickin' Chocobo. Now I gotta buy more bloody greens. Electric the Chocobo, fair enough. So Waltz the Chocobo would be the one I'm thinking of that's the Chocobo racing theme. I don't remember when Samba the Chocobo plays. God damn it. Bloody Chocobo's been really awkward today. I never usually have this much trouble with them. At this rate, we're never going to get to June on this session. God damn it. You see the way the screen was darkening then? Like, it hit me just as I was about to go into the menu. Yeah, Chocobuckle, if I remember, you can only get from, I think you have to give, you have to go to Medeal, use a particular green, you have to feed a particular green to the Chocobo, and then attack the Chocobo, possibly with a particular attack, and then it'll use Chocobuckle on you. Right, so we're going to try Bane's idea of actually having a better look at where the friggin' Zolom is. We're going to try Bane's idea of saving, quitting, restoring, which he says resets the Midgar Zolom's position, which I do believe. You have to use level 4 suicide. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Again, hit me as the menu was coming up. Oh, might as well get a look at Chocomog. I think this is like the only time in-game that a Moogle actually appears. Because there is the Moogle House game in Gold Saucer, but that's a game within the game. This entire thing's just being really awkward. Thank God I'm not speedrunning this. Alright, let's back to the Chocobos. Yeah, but that's a toy Moogle, it's not a real one. Now, see if we can get this one right. If Chocomoogle did more damage, Chocomog did more damage, I'd consider using that to try and take out all the enemies at once before the Chocobo could run away. Case. There we go. Final Fantasy VIII, the only Moogle is the form of the Minimog card. Do you know if... do you know if Moogles appear in the... well, what is it? The Pocket Station thing? Chocobo Forest? And let's get rid of the Chocobo Lure materia. So this is supposed to demonstrate how powerful Sephiroth is. That's violent. Well, no time to worry about that. This is the Mithril Mine. Yeah, I got the name right. Use Chocomog. Use Cure All. Need to check the MP cost on Chocomog, actually. Because while it doesn't do a huge amount of damage, it does hit all enemies. And that is actually pretty useful. 14 MP. So the usefulness will be limited. Alright. You think they do appear in Pocket Station, but you've never seen it. That's fair enough, like... because the Pocket Station was never released outside Japan, it's really irritating. I've heard with the PC version, Pocket Station is actually a separate application you can open. So if you get the PC version of it, you can actually use the Pocket Station and do Chocobo Forest. But I've never actually tried it myself. Speaking of different characterizations from the later appearances, Rude talks a lot more in this game than he does in any of his later appearances. Junon Harbor, huh? Well, it's a good job our enemies are all completely incompetent. So Rita wants to show his affection with a new weapon, but next time we see him, does he actually have anything new that's really of any note? And one thing that I was actually intending to mention about the Midgar Zolan, which I think I did start to bring up and got distracted. Final Fantasy VII's translation is really not that great. It is worth noting that Final Fantasy VI on Super Nintendo, the original version, has a better translation than Final Fantasy VII does. Midgar Zolom is a mistranslation of Midgard Soma, a dragon or giant snake worm from Norse mythology. Yeah, the Western versions of 8 do have Chocobo Forest compatibility and Pocket Station compatibility, because I don't think it had actually been decided at that point whether or not they were going to bring the Pocket Station to the West. I think that's the main reason. Sony hadn't decided whether they'd be bringing it to the West or not. So if you can import a Pocket Station, you can totally do Chocobo Forest in FF8. That said, I'm not sure if there is any other use for the Pocket Station in the West. I don't think any other game was compatible with it in the West. What I want to do is move over here. Oh no, not the big bird. Yeah, the Tamagotchi craze in the 90s was ridiculous. If you're gonna suggest that the Pocket Station was a response to that, that does bring up the question of whether you would consider the VMU for the Dreamcast to be a similar thing. But of course, the VMU for the Dreamcast plugged directly into the controller, so you know there was that. I want these organised properly. Tranquilizer does not go at the top in any reasonable reason. Why does it keep doing that? And I still only have the one hyper. Yeah, it's that, so you do have to remember just how much Tamagotchi influenced just because of its popularity. Digimon started off as very similar to the Tamagotchi. A lot of people call it a Pokemon ripoff, but it's way closer to Tamagotchi than Pokemon. Although the question becomes, I looked into it once, I don't remember whether or not Digimon predates Tamagotchi. The crazy thing with Tamagotchi, though, is just how popular it was, and what that popularity led to. There's a Tamagotchi Game Boy game, which is just ridiculous. Tamagotchi is 98, I think that would mean that Digimon predates it. Oh, Digimon was 99. Oh, fair enough. Come on, use Cure All, come on. There we go, jeez. Like I say, Chocomog, not overly powerful, but just the fact that it hits everything. Really useful. Yeah, I tell you what, at some point, we are definitely going to do at least one Digimon game. So if you haven't played Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, I totally recommend it. It was really solid. I played that on Vita. But it is on PS4 as well. It's really good. And my ultimate goal in that game was to create Omnimon, which I did do towards the end. Which requires raising Koromon and... I cannot remember what Digivolves into Gabumon. Is this the right one, or is it that one I'm after? Yeah, you need to raise Agumon into Metal Greymon, into War Greymon, and Gabumon into Garurumon, into Were-Garurumon, and then fuse them in a fusion digivolution to get Omnimon, which is sweet. And because I don't think Cyber Sleuth had a physical release on Vita in the West, so I bought it digitally for the Vita, and that meant I got all the special stuff you get for buying it new, which meant I got Black Agumon and Black Gabumon. So I raised those into the Digimon I was after as well, and you end up with Black War Greymon and Black Were-Garurumon. Wait a minute. No, I'm missing something actually. So Agumon into Greymon, into Metal Greymon, into War Greymon, and Gabumon into Garurumon, into Were-Garurumon, into Metal Garurumon. Yeah. And if you raise the black versions into that, and then fuse a black Omnimon, it's not actually called Black Omnimon. I'm sure it's this one. There we go, Mystery Ninja. Jeez. What the hell is wrong with her eyes? Oh, you're gonna get a cross slash. No. But yeah, we'll totally do a Digimon at some point. I really enjoyed Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Is this the right music track for this? I feel like this is wrong. No, I didn't think it was. So the trick here is, if you open your menu, if you go to the save point and try to save here, then Yuffie will disappear with all your materia. Well, not all your, she'll disappear with a bunch of your materia. Maybe I should have done the original PS3 the original PS1 version on PS3. I mean, noticing a few issues with this anyway, like the music cuts out every now and then, usually during some sort of transition. And I don't remember it doing that when I last played it and got the platinum. Like there. but it was a while ago and I wasn't overly paying attention. I think I had headphones on the last time I was playing this and I was listening to something else as I played it. Wait, did I just eat her? Might as well use Chocomog to start the fight off. Sense the bugger. Weak against wind, but is it possible to have wind magic at this point? And that said, are there any... Beyond tornado, is there any wind materia? It's like, yeah, there's wind summons you can get, but is there any wind magic? Probably pop that bubble, actually. Chocomog is a wind summon, that's fair enough then. I should probably target the bubble. There we go. Raps has an attack called Aero 3. I cast Cure on Buttercup. And just like the 100 gunner and the heli gunner in the elevator, you do need range attacks for this. If you want to attack it. Oh, here we go, big wave. And of course it casts big wave and it dies. There. And now for one of my least favourite mini games in this game. Ooh, Lunatic Eye. Well, she's dead. We did everything we can. Why do I have to do it? Why can't Roy do it? It's like, fair enough, Buttercup can't do it. Why can't Roy do it? There we go. There we go. Sometimes causes stop. Doesn't say anything about wind damage, which is irritating. Let me see, Lunatic High gives you haste, doesn't it? We'll check that. Yeah, that's good. That makes it really worth having Buttercup in your party for a good while, because haste is really useful. And since we're not going to get the time materia for a while. I will say though, in general, most of the summons in this game are more useful than in 8. Like, actually summoning in 8 feels like it's more trouble than it's worth. I mean, to begin with, if you want to get the, if you want to do the Fire Cavern in 8 in under 10 minutes, summoning is not going to get you that. Rufus's Parade. This track was actually added as DLC in Duodecim Dissidia. As one of the DLC Final Fantasy VII tracks you could get. Yeah, it's like I say, Bane, most of the GFs in 8, summoning them is kind of worthless. That said, there are some exceptions. Cerberus is well worth using in boss fights, because it automatically casts double and triple on you. You can probably get some use out of Doom Train. You have no control over Odin, of course, or Gilgamesh. And beyond that, I don't really think any of them are worth summoning. You know, I did actually forget the use of this track in the Evil Forest in 9, Bane. I need to spend more time with 9, actually. I hate all of you. I'm gonna kill all of you in your sleep. Ooh. Alright, considering the look I've had on this playthrough so far, let's see how many tries this takes me. Yeah, the Wutai side quest I am a little bit worried about because it's entirely down to luck how that entire thing will go for you. Let's see. Positioning. There we go. Soon, baby. Soon. Gotta say, the High One is probably my favourite design of an airship in the entire series. And the entire thing becomes an FMV for a minute. You're still dressed like a soldier. The Ragnarok for you, babe. Would you count that as an airship? I mean, I guess you could. It does everything the airship traditionally does. I feel like it might be a bit edgy for me, though. I mean, the red and black colour scheme, the dragon motif. But the High Wind has a very simplistic, sleek design. I really like that. And it's not made out of wood, like all the previous airships are. Yeah, I think I've got it. You know, from a design standpoint, I do really like Junon. The way it's designed, and then the way it becomes practical later in the game. I think that's really cool. But that'll be Disc 2 stuff. We have a big gun pointing at Costa del Sol just in case. Just in case they get any ideas. Although I assume practically it's supposed to be aimed at like Wutai or something. Alright, let's go. Now let's see how well we do with this. Okay. Yeah, I didn't go too badly. Long range airship's being prepared. It should be okay. Should be ready to use in 3 more days. What they really mean is they don't know how to fly it. We don't have anybody who knows how to fly it. You should totally be allowed to just headbutt Heidegger. Not the man in the black cape. He showed up, killed 2 or 3 people, and then just disappeared. Okay, and the practice. So I think if you do this right, there's a certain amount of satisfaction. If you get to the right certain amount of satisfaction out of Rufus, you end up with the Force Stealer. I think it's very particular. I don't think it's like the best. It's like the highest satisfaction rating. Like the satisfaction, the Force Stealer is for the best satisfaction. I thought it was like part way through. 100%. All right. It's a little awkward sometimes with the movement because this is still 8-directional mapped to an analog stick. They've implemented actual analog support so it can tell when you're pushing it all the way or not, but it is still 8-directional. Yeah, get the atomic skizzers. And let's go see what Rude does in his off time. Looks like craps. Alright, here we go. Here we go. So the timing on this is really weird. But Rufus isn't really that picky with it though, you don't need to be anywhere near perfect. Okay. Yep. Yeah, don't worry about the other raw material stuff, so we're good. And there's Buttercup in the background. Nice, got the Force Stealer. Yeah, I got Shiva. I think Shiva isn't optional. I'm pretty sure you can't avoid getting Shiva. Because you have to talk to Priscilla to get her down to the beach so you can use the whistle for the dolphin. And she gives you the materia when you speak to her. It's currently equipped on Frankie. Equip the Force Stealer. One less materia, but double AP, which is always really helpful. So if you want to level up materia with Cloud, this is the best weapon until you get the Apocalypse. This reminds me of Alundra 2. I should replay Alundra 2. That game gets a lot of flack, but it's not a bad game. And of course, if you have Yuffie with you, you can't get to that materia until everybody's moved. Yeah, we do currently have the Shiva materia equipped. You know, something tells me you'll never be able to fly on that Helga. call it a hunch. So the key you're after here is to get that one soldier to move so you can get past him, which I think requires talking to everybody and then heading back downstairs and talking to somebody else and coming back up. But I'll be honest with you, I've never been entirely clear about it. Want to use the save point. I think I need to talk to Helga again, actually, now that we've talked to everybody. There we go. And now we can go past that guy, and we'll find Roy. There we go. Totally not suspicious there at all. Stowaway on board. Oh yeah, the Shinra Beta. That said, it's actually kind of rare to run into Shinra soldiers before you get to the boss fight. Yeah, I can put her in my pie anyway. There, let's see. Good, good, good. Steal. Yep, just in case. And this guy will sell us stuff and he doesn't care. Yeah, we don't need it. We're all good. Alright. So yeah, see if we actually run into any random encounters beforehand. Oh, there we go. It was probably going to happen because I was going after the materia. I hate Steel's percentage rate of actually working. Like, come on. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna kill them all. Let's go get the materia. See, there's the all materia. Is that the one you were thinking of, Estasa? I'm stuck between this guy. Alright, let's go and see what is probably my favourite boss battle music in this game, actually. Oh, an intermediate hall. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't remember there being an enemy skill in Junon, but I could just be wrong. Does Roy want to wake up? There we go. I do want to save these limit breaks for the boss, because it's right there. Yeah, just cast fire. No, not what I want to do. Okay, grab this treasure chest. Wind Slash. That's a weapon for Pam. And let's talk to the only guy who appears to be alive in this room. No, he's dead as well. Yeah, like I say, I don't remember there being an all material in Junon, but I could be wrong. The time has come and so have I. I laughed last because you came to die. The damage done, the pain subsides, and I can see the fear clear when I look in your eye. Duh, 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 duh. Duh, duh, doody, 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 doody. Frankie. I love this battle theme. The Genova theme, I think it's really good. And Lunatic High, super useful. And also make use of Shiva. So yeah, this is Genova Birth. Not a particularly dangerous boss, although it has a lot more health than anything you should have fought up to this point. Diamond Dust. I don't know why, but for some reason there was one white pixel right in the centre there for that entire animation. That was weird. Not the tail laser. Not the tail laser again. You cheating bitch. Take it down, boys. Next all material is in Mountain Nibble. I'll bear that in mind. Yeah, like I say, Genova Birth isn't a particularly dangerous boss. The big concern is that it has more health than anything you should have fought up to this point. But really nicely, the attacks that it does will do a reasonable amount of damage, but they'll also fill your limit break up a lot. And all I have at the minute is poisonous, so I don't think I have anything that will remove stop. Nope, don't look like it. Shame. Oh, you cheating bitch. Oh, you. Seriously. And immediately cast Lunatic High. And fire. Cure. Cure. Oh, it's nice that I missed Buttercup, actually. If you're going to level up one materia to master, like really quickly, the one you really want is all materia, because at master, all materia never loses its effect in battle. And like all materia is never not useful, especially in a situation like this where being able to cure everybody is really helpful. I really like the remix of this they brought back in Advent Children when Cloud fights Kadaj. White Cape, that protects against Toad, I think? So Sephiroth threw a piece of Genova at us. What do you think I am, your personal record keeper? Don't forget to grab the Ifrit materia. So protection against Frog is very important. Because honestly, Frog, awful. Ugh. I should pick up some new equipment. I should give Roy the atomic scissors and I completely forgot. God damn it. I mean, it wouldn't have made that fight any easier because I don't think at any point I ever actually attacked Genova. But still, I might have had room for another materia. Alright, back it up. Back it up. Bear wearing a marshmallow. Should I go and talk to Hojo? Because I think that conversation's actually entirely optional. Let's see, I want heal to be leveled up definitely because Esuna. There's never a point where an Esuna isn't useful to have. Will that happen? Actually, we'll be able to tease Barrett in the bathroom while he's in our party. Also, the Shinra theme totally doesn't fit the sunny setting. But yeah, do I want to talk to Hojo? Because I think that conversation is actually entirely optional. Yeah, that's a fair point. So is there any real reason why Rufus couldn't have taken a helicopter across the ship? Across the sea? It's weird that everybody's so afraid of Heidegger when he's basically just a fat man. If I do this... and then go back into Costa del Sol. There we go. Use your people words. I think he's unhappy with us now. Shooting in the bathroom. Why should I pay his bill? Wait a minute, wasn't he in the sailor outfit in the bathroom? Yeah, I'm not paying 200 gil to stay here. Yeah, he's trying on the sailor outfit. I suppose we should talk to Hojo. Well, you say I'm a troll, but really, when all I need to do is just keep pressing a button, it's actually really easy to just keep doing it. So this is a weird thing. It's like Hojo left Shinra without any kind of word or letter of resignation or anything. But the next time we see Hojo, he's back with Shinra, and nothing's said about it. It's kind of weird. Oh, this is the first suggestion of the reunion. You know, I wonder, Zafalna died at the Sector 7, the Sector 7 slum train station. I wonder if Shinra ever recovered the body. Alright, switch the party out. Although, actually, not a bad idea. Wait a minute, what do you have? Just gonna take the carbon bangle for you and that. Don't mind me. Perfect. Alright, so now we need to head west. What's that in the distance? Is that a weird looking tree? Don't you throw your metal blades at me. Now, Hellfire. Not really fond of the way Ifrit looks in this game. Alright, it's cool, Bane. We're about done with the stream for tonight anyway. I'm just gonna save it in front of the entrance to the next area. So thank you for joining me tonight, Bane. Appreciate the support as always. Alright, so this is the entrance to the next... Come on. There we go. Alright. This is the entrance to the next area. And like I just said, we're going to call it here for the Final Fantasy stream tonight. As we are just about at 3 hours.